So guys, so I got matched up with another top 100 player, and this guy's name looks so familiar. I knew I saw it somewhere, and so I looked it up, and apparently some guys on Mudhead were talking about him, saying that this guy definitely liked to run nanos, and he definitely did. Trust these guys sent all kinds of A gaps and B gaps my way, but anyways, like 5 or 10 minutes before this game had taken place, like 5 or 10 minutes before I got matched up with him, I did purchase the golden ticket. Desean Jackson, and of course, right before the game started, I paused the game to see who he's got. He's got golden ticket Manziel, Dickerson, Boss Dez, and Jackson, Cromartie, Woodson. As you can see here, all the best players you could want. So I knew it was gonna be a tough game, and of course, he's gonna be calling this cheese money play, and it didn't even really surprise me because it's like guys who call A gaps and B gaps, obviously they're not gonna just be calling regular plays. They're gonna be calling those money plays. So I was not really that surprised when I saw him doing that. And the thing, the bad thing about picking up a big time card like Jackson, like a really expensive crazy player, is that you just want to abuse him as soon as you get him, like I am right here. Jackson was not open whatsoever, but I said, let me just throw it to him anyway. Let me see if he can do something with it. And obviously, as you can see, it bit me in the ass. But anyways, I had Dez, and look at that. How was that I intercepted? Come on, Night Train Lane just let me down, man. I could not. Oh my god, that was the story. That right there was the story of the whole game. You'll see it as the game progresses, man. My corners and safeties jumping up and having the ball just fly right through their hands, like just. And look at this. His corners coming down with all the picks, and my corners and safeties just letting picks fly right through their hands. But anyways, like I was saying, I had Boss Dez. He was not performing the way that I wanted him to, and like I said, I was only using him at the point, towards the end, just as a Kevin White type, just abusing that speed. That's really all I wanted him for. I mean, that's the only way that I found success with him, and I was like, you know what, that's way too much for a card to just be using for his speed. So it's like, if you're gonna do that, get the right guy for that, which of course is Desean Jackson. He's the most expensive guy with the best speed, and I really, and this right here, I don't blame him for calling that offense over and over. And this right, look at it. Who knew Desean Jackson was so good at beating press? I mean, you saw his corners. It was Woodson and Cromartie, the golden ticket and the boss versions, and he was just beating that press. And you see what I mean, man? I called the perfect defense to lock that shit up, and my safety just let it fly over his head. Didn't even put up a hand or nothing. But anyways, I'm just rambling. I'm just going off. Like I was saying, Desean Jackson goes for a lot. I know because I bought it for like $970. And that's a lot for someone who's just a speed guy. But you know what, in my mind I was telling myself, you know what, if he performs just the way I want him to, because I knew Mike Wallace, of course I only had him because of his speed, and if Desean Jackson can just blow Mike Wallace out of the water with that speed and whatnot, then it would be fine with me. And so far in this game, I saw what I pretty much wanted to see. I never would have thought Desean Jackson was going to be breaking all those presses and just taking off. So even though this was my first and only game with Jackson so far, I'm not going to give him high praise and say he's the best thing ever. I still got to play more games with him. But I was, pleasantly surprised about, how he played his first game. But like I was saying, with this particular game right here, and you see what I'm saying, Jackson just beating the press and just can't even keep up. And you see that Woodson and Cromartie, one has 100 speed, the other one has 99 speed. Jackson had like a good 2 feet or a good 2 steps on that guy, so I feel that's going to come in handy later on down the road if you can beat a guy with that much speed on the press. But this game right here, I noticed that when he had that comfortable lead, or like that 3-score lead on me, he had no problem just playing normally, conserving the clock, calling timeouts, doing all that. And then it was like, when I started coming back like this right here, as you can see, I'm narrowing that gap as quickly as I can with, of course, Desean Jackson, as you can see. And you see, at this point, he started chewing clock. It's like when he had the lead, he had no problem, just calling, just having fun, goofing around. When he saw that score getting tighter and tighter, he just immediately started running the ball more often, chewing the clock, calling inside zone. Did not want to play for the pass anymore, except when he had to. When I stuck him in those like third and longs. But anyways, guys, as you can see right here, man, I could not stop him. I mean, I got him like in third down situations, but I could not get him in fourth down in turnovers. But he ended up chewing the rest of the clock. I did not call my timeouts because the way it was going, I was like, he kept getting a first down. And I was like, okay, right here I'm gonna call my timeout. But then he just did these kind of plays right here and got the first down. So he definitely beat me right here, man. Those 2 interceptions really did bite me in the ass, but it is what it is, man. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap this game up, man. Did not come out with the win, but I did come out with a silver lining to see how Desean Jackson can play. His review, of course, will not be coming anytime soon. I got so many players ahead of him, including that Julio Jones. His review should be coming out tonight, if not tomorrow. And I'll see y'all boys then.